Hey, everyone. Hi, hey. How y'all doing? I know y'all weren't expecting it. Say, Miss Nina, you ain't even say nothing. I know I did. Because I want to come on here and talk about what we now are seeing everyone sharing about the extension. We're going to talk about it. And now we'll take some questions tonight about anybody who is having questions about how the 2441 will work. If you're married, filing joint, how that will work. We're going to talk about some tax stuff tonight. So, hey, everybody. Hey, sis. Yes, y'all. So, y'all, look, I now have me a personal custom-made wig maker. Y'all, she is raffling off these hairstyles next week. So, thank you, Terry. So, y'all, look, y'all go visit the website, get those 3 raffle tickets for the $25 because she's going to be giving away 3 custom-made units next Sunday on the live. So, yes, it's worth the money. This is Hollywood hair, I know. And this is a no glue wig, meaning no glue is needed, okay? So, yes, it comes like this. Ready. So, yes, we're going to talk about some things. So, yes, thank you, Autumn. Yes, thank y'all. Thank you. So, yeah, we're going to let everybody come in, y'all. I'm just going to step away for 3 seconds. I need to go and get my fan because it's still hot in here, and I'm hot. So, y'all, yeah, just let's get it up so we can talk about this. I got you. Plug it up there. Bring it so you can plug it up right here. I'm not going anywhere, guys. I'm just getting me some air to blow. Thank you. Woo! Say it's hot. It's choking me. So yes. Y'all, we're gonna talk about it because I see that a lot of people are starting to share the post about well, thank you, Danina. I'm sorry I said it wrong, baby, but thank you guys for the compliments on the hair. Look, y'all, if y'all want to know how to get these wigs, it is at www.prettyandobsessed.com. As a matter of fact, let me just go on and add her website because she do have a discount code. If you go on and order it, you get $50 off any order that's 200 or more. But yes, it's well worth the money. If you like to be the celebrity hair, you want the same hair that the celebrities are wearing, this is what she have. And like I said, it's no glue needed. And it comes custom already plucked and ready. So that is the website. Anybody, y'all, like I said, y'all going to get y'all raffle tickets for next Sunday. It's only $25 and you get 3 of them. So who want that chance to win some hair for Christmas? And I'm talking about not no cheap hair. I ain't talking about no $50 wigs either. I'm talking about wigs valued between $700 and $1,000 that's made custom to your liking. So yeah, y'all get on that. Okay, what date is tax season? January 1st. Say the new tax year, January 1st. Okay. So we're gonna thank you, Nicole. So we're gonna talk about this because I'm well past 500. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the live. So gratitude for everyone that's joining me. So let's get into it. As y'all can see that this live is titled, let's talk about it. Have they extended this credit? And what can you expect if they do? So no, they have not passed this credit yet. They have not passed the extension. Yes, Marissa, please. Yes, message me, Marissa. They have not passed it. It passed in the House, but it has not went through the Senate. And as we all know from watching the CARES Act and all the other stimulus packages that was prepared and shot down, it was shot down where? In the Senate. So because they're talking about inflation prices and all that, guys, it may not get passed. But if y'all want my opinion, I hope they do not. If y'all want to know why I said that, yes, ma'am, Miss Anita, you can. I start filing January 3rd. But okay, so yes, Kayla, I'm gonna put your comment up because that is true. They're giving them until December 28th to pass it in the Senate. Okay, so all that the post that's going viral were saying, yeah, he's passed it, and it's in effect, no, it is not. But at the same time, we don't want it because what do y'all think happens if they extend these payments for the year of 2022? That means they're going to give you the full portion from January to December. So when you go and file your taxes, a credit that was meant to be filed on your refund will not be included anymore. So that will reduce your refund in 2022 tax season, which is January 2023, by thousands. And y'all know, and I said it for even with the July through December to opt out, because we all know that tax time is when we expect these large refunds. For my individuals who were seeing all these estimates flown around, 16,000, 18,000, 20-some thousand, that is for people who opted out. So if you're getting these payments, y'all just know your refunds are not going to be that high. And if you know that your refund is already going to be reduced from just receiving 6 months of these payments, what do you think is going to look like when you add that 1 year of payments from your returns? Okay. So I'm just saying that is something that I will hope as a tax preparer that you guys will not just be rooting for, because yeah, I know a lot of people need the money or whatever. And it's nice that the government is looking out like that, but you have to look at the long game. Like I tell y'all, and I said it in one of my other lives, you have to see if it's worth it right now, or can you hold off and just get it in the long run? Okay? Because remember, they already sent y'all half the payments from from July to December. And you see how when you put it in, because you have to include it if you got those payments, y'all see that they're now posting that, hey, you filed without putting that 6419, your refund going to be delayed. And they're going to make the adjustment themselves. I told y'all they would. I told y'all it's a way. And y'all thinking it's tied to the kids' social. No, no, no. It is tied to the taxpayers' social. It is tied to whoever account that money was getting deposited in. So it don't matter if you was getting those payments and you don't claim the kid that you was getting those payments for, it's still going to come out your refund whether that child is on there or not. And a person who is claiming that child, if they did not get the payments for that child, they will be given the full credit for that child. Does that make sense? Okay? I don't know if it makes sense, but I'm trying to make it make sense for y'all, because that is what is going to happen. Yep, Antoinette, they should have opted out. And the only reason why I'm saying it, guys, is because I know my clients. I know my followers. And when y'all come to me, the first thing y'all say is, Miss Nene, give me back as much as you can get me. I understand, because I've had people who, Miss Nene, look, I know you said opt out, but I really needed the help. I haven't been working, or either if they're in business for themselves, they like, hey, Miss Nene, I know that, you said opt out, but the business was not making any money, and I need those payments to help me make ends meet in my home from month to month. And that is completely fine. I understand that. I promise I do. because we all have those struggles. But what I am trying to tell you guys, if you do not need it, do not opt in for it just to be getting this money. Because when you go to file your tax return in 2023 for the 2022 year, it is going to be reduced by thousands, however much your child tax credit payments is. So yes, it's going to calculate it until you put in the 6419 information, and then it reduces the refund by that amount, as it is doing now for the July through December payments. Okay? So if, hold on, JJ said, what if you, okay, guys, so if y'all can hold y'all questions because it's going so quick, and I want to try to answer them, but I want to get the information out first, and then I'll loop back around to take some of the questions, okay? Marissa, if they pass it on the 28th, you need to be opting out as soon as it passes. I'll be January 1st, December 31st on the website seeing if it's trying to send me payments for January, and I will opt out. Okay? No, you will not get out of there if you file a different child from last year. If it is your child, no, you will not. If it is a child that is in your care for more than 6 months out of the year, no, you will not. No matter if it's the child that you've been claiming. Okay, when you, hold on, let me see. I'm gonna put that up when I put in my tax credit and put in the look back, it boosted it. Yes. So no, it don't boost your tax credit. What it does is it boosts your earned income credit. And that is a completely different credit from the child tax credit. Okay, Tori. So what you did was it gave you the portion of child tax credit that you would still do, even though you got the payments. And then you're saying, hey, I didn't make any money in 2021, but I did make money in 2019. I want that 2019 income to be used for my earned income credit. And so it gives you the earned income credit for your dependents based on that income amount. Okay? Yes, you can add another child. For my individuals who have newborns, listen to me and listen to me well. For anyone who has a baby that has been born in 2021 or is set to be born by December 31st, 2021, you can file your child on your tax return. Now, they don't need the social security number, but they will not give you the full credit if the social is not present. Okay? That's one. Two, if the child was born this year, you have the social security number, and you have not been getting these payments, the advance payments, you will get your full $3,600 and the $1,400 stimulus. So that's automatically $5,000 for one newborn. Okay? I'm going to repeat it. If you had a baby this year in 2021 and you have not been getting child tax credit payments from July to now, you will get the $3,600 and the $1,400. That is $5,000 automatically for a newborn. Okay? Now, anybody that's saying, hey, I got a child though, Miss Nene, and they didn't give me the stimulus for that child, and they sent you the payments for you, and probably, let's say you got 3 dependents, they paid you for you and 2 of your dependents, but they didn't pay for that 3rd dependent. And you're like, hey, that child was on my tax return and I did not get that payment. Well, you can request the missing payments on your tax return as well. Let me tell you when it does not work. And y'all will be able to contest, because anybody who claimed the credit for somebody who had already been claimed, what happened this year? The IRS held your refund, and then before it gave you your deposit, it let you know, hey, we made an adjustment. We removed this amount because it showed that that dependent had already been paid on somebody else's, right? So if you go to add a child and saying, hey, I ain't get $1,400 for this child either, but that child was on somebody else's return or got paid, somebody else got paid for that child, you cannot request that payment again. Now, if they sent the payment to you in error, you do not have to pay it back, but you cannot request the payment if it shows that social security number has already been issued a stimulus payment. Okay? They supposed to send out the 6419s the beginning of January. So y'all will need those forms. You need them. You need them. You need them. You need them. It is not an option on if you want to include it. I am warning you. I always try to tell y'all the truth, and I ask y'all, do y'all want me to tell you the truth, or do you want me to lie to you? Because I would think You would want me to tell you the truth. If you do not report this 6419, these payments that you are receiving, I don't care if it was one payment, I don't care if it was all 6 payments. If you do not report it and you submit your return, there are no takebacks. And they are not going to allow you to amend, to add it once you see that, hey, they got it, they don't grab it from you. And now they're going to make the adjustment themselves. Now that's going to delay your refund from possibly 7 to 21 days to now possible 6 weeks. So I am asking y'all, just as calmly as I can, please wait for your 6419s if you receive these payments. For my individuals who said, Ms. Nene, I never got off a pending. It said pending from July all the way up until now. Do not worry. You can get the full credit for however many dependents you thought you was going to get paid for when you file your tax return. You are not missing any money. Okay? If you guys can, just hold off on your questions because I can't see any of them right now. You know, I'm going to come back around to it. I'm going to come back around to the questions. So y'all just hold off because I want to give y'all the information. So with the stimulus, if you have a baby this year, yes, it would automatically give you that $1,400 if the birthday shows 2021. That'll automatically be added to the refund, just like the $3,600 child tax credit will. So that'll be an automatic $5,000 refund. Now, I've also warned you guys, and I don't know if y'all want to listen or not, but I'm going to say it again. Do not put all 3 credits. When I say all 3, that is the child tax credit, the look back credit. Now, I didn't say earned income credit. I said look back. If you're trying to use the look back, meaning you want to use your 2019 income for your earned income credit, y'all, please don't try to use the 2441 too. Okay? The 6419 is what the IRS is sending out to individuals who received advanced child tax credit payments. And you would get one whether you got one payment or all 6. Okay? Okay, you just became eligible, Jasmine? So they may try to issue you a $1,800 per child or $1,500 per child before the month of December is out. So when you go to file your taxes, it's only going to give you the other half. But y'all are seeing, you know, $1,800 payments in December or $1,500 payments in December, that is talking to individuals who just became eligible and have not received any payments from July up until now. That is not for the ones who've been getting payments every month. You will still just get your regular payment. It is not for you. It is for the people who have not received any payments. That is where the $1,800 to $1,500 for December article is coming from. That is what it is referring to. It is not for everybody who get the advance payments. It is only for the individuals who have not received any payments. They're going to make a one-time deposit for each child in that age range, $1,800 or $1,500, and then you'll get the other half when you file. Okay? Now, that is the child tax credit. When you're looking to look back credit, you're using your 2019 income. Y'all keep in mind, if you were audited in 2019 and you did not get your refund, and you got a letter from them saying that they adjusted it and changed your income to 0, you can't use the look back credit. Now, do I need to repeat that? I'm going to repeat it because I know somebody missed it. If you filed in 2019 and your return was audited and they made an adjustment to your income and said that they adjusted your income to 0, you cannot use the look back credit. I don't care what your 1040 says. You have to go off of what the transcript on file says. And if it says that they adjusted your your income in 2019 and took away income because you couldn't send in receipts or prove that income or whatever, you cannot use that 2019 look back credit. Okay? So just know, if you did and you try to use it, they're going to hold your refund and they're going to make the adjustment like they did this year. I know people, they like, you know what, she always coming with some negative. No, I come with the real. And I come with knowledge that I would want y'all to know, and I will hope all of y'all will want to know what it is that you're looking at and how you're going to get your money the quickest way to get your refunds. I keep telling y'all, y'all do not want to tie up what you know is yours, a $8, $10, $12,000 refund, because no, you want 16, you want 18, and now your whole refund is being held up and delayed, and most likely going to be adjusted and take you an extra 6 to 8 weeks to get it because you want to try to put everything on there. Okay. Okay, so Shanita, I'm gonna put your question up because I want y'all to wait, because I still need to go through the 2441 rules, because there are rules to the 2441. It is not everybody gets up to 50% refundable credit. No, no, no. It is for people who are married, filing joint. You have to meet certain requirements. If you're a head of household, you have to meet certain requirements. And I'm going to tell y'all what those requirements are, but I want to get to this. So Shanita said, what is the point of the look back credit? You don't know. So Shanita, I'm going to tell you what it is. It is when they let you use your 2019 income because you did not make as much money in 2021 as you did in 2019 to get the earned income credit. It allows you to use whichever is highest to get you the highest earned income credit. Now, when I say the highest, that means if you made $20,000 in 2019 and then 2021, you didn't make but 11, then it'll let you use the 20,000 from 2019. But if in 2019 you made 20,000, but in 2021 you made 36,000, and even though that 20,000 gets you more than a 36,000, it's not gonna let you use that 20,000. You're gonna have to use the one that is the most income. Does that make sense? If you didn't work at all, LaShonda, in 2021, then and you filed in 2019 and you got your refund, and you know you had made probably about 15 or 16,000, you need to use the look back credit. Okay? So Shanita, that is what the purpose of the look back credit is. It is to, just like this year, allow individuals to qualify for more earned income credit if they seen a reduction in their income when they was bringing during the year. So if you made more in 2019 than you did in 2021, you can use your 2019 income. Now, in the instance where you made more money this year than you did in 2019, I don't care how much earned income credit it was in 2019, based on that income amount, you're going to have to file your 2021. Okay? Any questions about that? That is the 2019. That is the look back credit. If you use the look back credit, you're not using 2020, you're using 2019 income. Now, let's talk about the 2441. So we all know that is the CCC, child care credit, dependent care, babysitter, however you want to call it. That credit is only available to individuals who, one, has earned income. Now listen, if you are married filing joint and only one person has income and the spouse is not in school or not disabled, you will not qualify for the credit. Okay? Yes, if you got a 1098 from the Internal Revenue Service showing interest that was paid because maybe they took a little longer to pay you your refund that was due you, and they had to put interest on the money, and they send you that form, yes, it is required. I don't care the amount of it. You need to put it on there. Okay? So did they answer your question, Terry? Yes, it will have to be filed regardless. Okay? So with the 2441, the requirements is if you don't have earned income, and listen to me well, earned income is either W-2 or Schedule C. Nothing else you get is considered earned income. So unemployment is not earned income. Retirement, 401k is not earned income. W-2Gs, that's not earned income. It has to be income earned. All those forms I just named is unearned income. They do not count. So if that is all you got, if unemployment is all you got for the year, you will not qualify for the credit unless you was in school and you have to have been in college for more than 5 months out of the year, or either disabled. Make sense? You have to qualify. And when I say married, filing joint, only one person is not going to be able to qualify them for that credit. Both the taxpayer and spouse will have to either have earned income, be a student, or be disabled in order for them to qualify for the credit. And even then, even when they both qualify, y'all, guess what I seen? We can put in 8,000 with one and 16,000 with the other, and they still don't get the full 50%. They do not. Married, filing joint, they do not. Okay? So just know, which credit? Which credit, Miss Carla? Tell me which credit you're talking about. But the 2441, that is the child care credit, the CTC, the babysitting. That credit, it is requirements in order for it to even generate you any kind of payment back for what you paid. Okay? Yes, KL, it is. They do have the look back credit this year. It's for 2019. But I am discussing the dependent care because if an individual is making money, let's say you at work and you've made $20,000 or $30,000 and you do have kids in child care, you are the people who that credit is really for. Okay? Yeah, Miss Carly, you don't need the child care. What you mean if you're, can you explain, baby? So, Kizzy, you say, what about if I'm a self-contractor? Self-contractor is still Schedule C income, still business, earned income. Okay? So, it doesn't matter. As long as you have to have a W-2 or a Schedule C present in order for you to qualify for the full 50% refundable credit. You have to have one of those type of incomes present if you're a head of household or single. Now, if you're a married filing joint, it has to be one person has to have earned income, or either both of y'all are students, or both of y'all are disabled, or one of y'all a student, one of y'all disabled, but that criteria has to be met by both taxpayers. So one taxpayer can't be disabled and the other person is not anything, they just there as a spouse, they're not going to qualify. One person can't be a student and the other person is not doing anything, they're not going to qualify. One person cannot have a Schedule C or W-2 and the other person has nothing, they're not going to qualify. They both have to have one of those requirements: working, student, disabled, in order to get the dependent care credit. Which is the child care credit. I'm going to just call it the babysitting credit, okay? So when y'all hear me say babysitting credit, I'm talking about the 2441. Okay? So, Crystal, did you get it that time? Okay? All right. So, let me also speak on the PPPs. For my individuals, what's the max on earned income credit? It is 3 dependents, and the max payment this year is $6,728. So if 2019 you got 3 kids and you're filing and your dependents are under the age of 24, the earned income credit, if you make 18 to 19,000, will be $6,728. It's $6,700. That is the max. Okay. Will they be Janvia? They're going to be held up and delayed if people don't be honest on them. And I really feel like the ones who opted out or the ones who report their 6419s are not going to have any problems. Now, as y'all know, when y'all go start requesting stimulus payments and missing stimulus payments, it may take you longer because they're going to verify that those payments have not already been sent to you. It's not automatic. So a person who is not requesting a stimulus payment, but they're just requesting their child tax credit because they didn't receive any of the payments and they're using their 2019 income, those individuals should not have any delays. And those refunds are the ones that would be the most money. So really, the ones who opted out, even the ones who received over half of received half of your child tax credit payments, as long as you are keeping it simple and it's just your child tax and your look back, you should not have any issues. But when you go wanting to try to say, okay, I didn't get the payments, but you did, and then you tell your preparer, oh, well, I paid somebody to babysit, but I want to use my 2019, and you have a preparer who don't know any better, and they put all that on there, I can guarantee you a delay. I can guarantee you one. If y'all listen to me, I'm telling y'all, number one audits next year is going to come from these 2441 forms. That is why they created that W-10, because they already know what people are finna do. And if you are saying a person took care of your child or watched your child while you worked or went to school, or you were unable to see to them, you will need that person to fill out a W-10. Because guess what? Whatever you report on that tax return for that individual will have to file a tax return with the Internal Revenue Service matching or more. Meaning, you can say you pay somebody $12,000. She may have 2 or 3 kids, your kid and 2 more kids. As long as her income is more than, at least or more than what you said you paid her, you'll be good. But you can't say you paid her $8,000 and she filed a Schedule C and said, well, I ain't make nothing but $3,000 babysitting. That's going to be a red flag. They're going to contact you. So that is why I'm telling my preparers, get a W-10 from everybody. So if you're a tax preparer and you're watching this live, let me tell you something, baby. Get your W-10s, make it part of your client intake forms for the tax season, and you ask them if they're going to be using that credit, can they please go get that W-10 signed and bring it back before you add that form. Because guess what? We ain't seen it yet, but I promise y'all it's coming. It's going to be a due diligence question. What did you rely on in order to add this credit or qualify them for the CTC credit? It's a due diligence question. So now you're going to have to say, if they don't have a statement from the facility that was providing the care, you have a W-10 on file. That is what they provided me. Okay? So just know, everything needs to match up on that 2441. And remember, you got to qualify for the 2441. That is why I'm saying, if y'all can, go ahead and please figure out which way is going to be best for you to file, so you're not delaying your own refund because you want to qualify for everything. Everything ain't always for you. Some things should not be combined. Okay? Okay. So this is Ashadi. So you say, can we talk about the 8,000? Yes, that's what we're talking about right now, love. It's only $8,000 if you pay $16,000 and you had earned income. If you're a married filing joint and you had $16,000, it's not giving you $8,000. It may give you 4 or 5, and that's for all 3 of them. Because we all know the CCC, which is the babysitting credit, it really only pays 2 or more. So after that second child, it's only one amount. It does not go up higher with 3, 4, 5, 6 like the child tax credit does. No, it maxes out at 2 or more. Earned income credit maxes out at 3. So if you're carrying 5 kids, guess what? You're going to get the child tax credit for those 5 kids. But when it comes down to earned income credit, it's going to stop once it gets to a certain amount for 3, and it's going to stop with the babysitting credit when it gets to a certain amount for 2. And the $8,000, you have to have earned income, meaning a W-2 or a Schedule C, and you have to have a W-10 filled out by someone that you're saying you paid this $16,000 to. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to start answering some questions now, guys, because I just wanted to do a quick little live. I didn't want to hold y'all up. I didn't announce it or anything, but when I seen that post was being shared virally, and everyone is like, yes, it's been extended. No, it has not. It has not passed the Senate. It did pass in the House, but it has not passed in the Senate. So it is not in effect yet. They're giving them till December 28th to vote on that. But I say, damn that law. Don't extend nothing. Let the credits that are meant for tax time be done at tax time, because it causes more confusion than it's necessary when they start trying to send it out throughout the year, and people are waiting for all these different forms because they have to adjust the system. They have to change stuff in the system. They have to make it to where the system is going to pick up all this stuff. That's crazy. I don't want that. Just let me be able to file what I'm supposed to get and get my money in 7 to 21 days, please, and thank you. Okay? So, thank you, Ebony. So, yeah, so right now, guys, let's see what Nisha say. She said, thank you. So those other payments consider stimulus payments? No. The 500, the 1,200 and 500, the 600 and 1,400 are the only stimulus payments there are. Anything you got from July to December is not stimulus. It is part of your advanced child tax credit, and it will be reduced out of your refund when you go to file. It will. Okay? So I'm going to ask you guys, y'all can start asking your questions. Now, y'all know it's a lot. It's 614 people on here right now. So I'm going to need y'all to just be patient with me. I am going to try to catch as many questions as I can so I can answer them for you guys, okay? So let's go. I'm going to start with Marissa. She says, if my kid's dad filed 2 of my kids and received the CTC and I'm claiming them this year, will I receive it for them? I received student loans and worked a little bit. Marissa, yes, you would get the full credit, but your baby dad's or the kid's dad, he will have to pay back whatever payments he received. It will reduce his refund. He will have to reduce it, okay? So, yes, ma'am, you'll get your full credit, Marissa, for your dependents, because remember, it's not tied to your kid's social, it's tied to the taxpayer social security number. So he'll get the 6419 and he'll still have to file it. Okay, so Risa, let's get to yours. Will they garnish for unemployment if you owe them? Yes, ma'am, they will. Y'all know everything is back in place. Now they can take for student loans again. They can take for IRS debt again. They can take for child support again. They can take for overpayment and unemployment again. Everything is back on the table. So yes, they can still garnish your tax refunds this year. If you have a debt, they can take it out of your refunds in the upcoming year. Okay? Okay, so Lala says, if you opted out for the CTC this year, will you be able to start getting it next year, or will you remain opted out? If you opted out, you should remain opted out. Lala. But at the same time, I've seen people who got a payment and tried to opt out, and then the system didn't opt them out. It'll tell them they opted out, they were still getting these payments. So Lala, that remains to be seen, but it would be probably safe to assume if you opted out from July to December that they will not just throw you in there to start getting them from January to December of next year. So you should be good if you opted out. Okay, Fallon. Fallon says, what if you haven't received your child tax credit for 2 of your kids, then you had for a tax credit for 2 of your kids, then you had another. Will you get the money for December? Fallon, only if if your eligibility goes to eligible. So on the website, if it's still saying pending on the portal right now in December, then no, ma'am, you'll have to file and get all of it at tax time on your return. You'll have to file it. But if you see it go from pending to eligible, they may try to send you that 1/2 of credit for this month before the month is out. Okay? Okay. Okay, you got the CTC payments. Would I get a lower income next year? Okay, Zugli, so you only got the payments from July to December. So let's say you got 2 kids and they're both over the age of 6 or older. That's $6,000. They've already paid you 3. So you know automatically you got another 3 coming. But let's say you use the look back credit. And in 2019, you made $17,000 or $18,000. With 2 kids, that's another $5,000-$6,000. So you add that $3,000, that $5,000 or something, you're looking at a refund of like $8,000-$9,000 for those 2 kids. But if you opted out, it'll be the 6 and the 5, and then a refund will be about 11 or 12. Okay? All right, guys. So let's, Alicia, PPP. So if you receive the PPP, I don't care how much you were loaned. Let me say it again. If you got a PPP, EIDL Advanced, Targeted EIDL, anything from the government for a small business to stay in business, which we know PPP is the Paycheck Protection Program, then you are not reporting what you borrowed. You are only reporting what your business made. So if they gave you $20,000, and you know for the year, even with the $20,000, that was just to help you stay open, help you keep ordering materials, help you keep selling your product or your service, and your business didn't make but 5, then you are saying your business made 5,000, not 25,000. But you have to report your business. PPP individuals, please don't try to be slick with it and be like, fuck that, I ain't filing. I ain't gonna file. Y'all better pay attention to all these people who are going to court right now for fraudulent PPP advances and loans. So if you don't want to just have to go through it, you don't even want the suspicion of why they, look, I don't even know what the girl said. If you don't want to go through none of that, you need to put a Schedule C on your tax return, because they're going to be paying attention to that. Okay? Just know it's gonna happen. So your PPPs need to be reported, not your loan amounts, your businesses, because that is what they gave it to you for, was to stay operating, to keep being able to be open, regardless if people came and sold or bought with you or not. They still gave you money to stay open, so you will have to be reporting a Schedule C. Okay? So Boris came back on his first born. Should I be hopeful my taxes are coming? Yeah, because if it came back, that means that they have put it back in for processing, Tammy. So yes. Okay. Your second stimulus, the $600. No, ma'am, Miss Trina, you cannot request it on the 2021. You can only request the $1,400. You cannot request the missing second stimulus. You have to go back and amend your 2020 and request it on there that way. And if it showed that they sent the payment to you, regardless if you received it or not, if it showed that it was sent to you, they're not going to reissue it. But yes, you can, but just not on your 2021 tax return. This year, they're only allowing if you needed to do for the $1,400. That's the only one. Okay, so what about filing unemployment? You will need your 1099-Gs. Y'all already know that they count this just like W-2s. It is mandatory. If a state sent in that you receive unemployment benefits and you don't report it on your tax return, the IRS will make the adjustments and send you a letter and say, hey, you got an overpayment. You owe us money back because you didn't report this income that we received from the state. Yes. And they won't tell you this year, meaning 2021 or 2022. They're going to wait to 2023 or 2024 when it adds on some kind of penalty or late fee for you filing that form, and then let you know, hey, we received this and you didn't report it. So now you owe us $2,000, $3,000 back. So if you know you got unemployment and you don't want to wait for the 1099-G, but you also got unemployment in 2020, you need to go to the payment portal and pull up your payment history, so you can see how much you were paid out, because you need to report that 1099-G information. Okay? And no, the $10,200 is not in play anymore. So if you got $19,000, you are going to get taxed on $19,000 in 2021. The $10,200 was only for the 2020 tax year. Okay? Okay, Kanisha. So if I had a newborn in 2021, I never got any CTC for the newborn at all, but I did for my other kids. Would I still get the $3,600 and $1,400? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So you'll get the $5,000 for the newborn, and then you'll get the other half for the payments for the child tax for the 2 that you'll already receive half the payments for. So yes, ma'am, you will still get the full $5,000 for the baby. that you just had. And then you'll get the other half for the other credits for the other 2 kids. So yes, ma'am, you will. Okay. All right. So let me try to get to the next one. Okay, so Lady Thickness says, so if I normally got 10,000 back and I received 4,800 in CTC payment, that means my refund would be 52. Yes. So if you usually get 10 and because it was an increase. So let's say that this year your refund would have been 10, but they already gave you 4,800. Then yes, that refund of 10,000 will reduce by what they've already sent you, and you will just get the remainder. So yes, ma'am, that is how that goes. Okay. Okay, so if you use look back for 2021, will you still be able to use your 2021 W-2 with next year W-2? No, Sarah, that's not how that go, love. You will still have to file your 2021 W-2 this year. It'll just give you the option to use your 2019 income if your 2021 income is not as much as it was in 2019. Listen to me. Y'all still listen. File whatever income you have. Do not file it because it's like, oh, I'm using a look back. No, you can't combine 2 separate years. So if you got income for 2021, you need to file your 2021 tax documents. That's W-2, Schedule C's, 1099s. You still need to report them. But the software will allow us as your tax preparer to put in if your 2019 is more than your 2021, your 2019 income to boost your earned income credit payments. But you will still have to file whatever documents you have for 2021. So you cannot not file it, Sarah. You still need to file it now, baby. Okay. Hold on. Let me go back because I just spoke on this. Jasmine, you need to be filing the Schedule C. You're not saying $10,000 is what your business made, but you got a grant for a business, so you need to be filing the business. And you need to report whatever that business made for 2021. It is not the grant. The grant amount you got is not what the business made. That was a loan. So if they gave you 10,000 and you know you're doing hair and you use that 10,000 to order supplies and bulk and all that, then and you still know that, hey, even when I did everything, Ms. Nina, I ain't make nothing but $3,000 or $4,000. You need to report that $3,000 or $4,000 on your Schedule C. You need to file your Schedule C. Okay. Okay. So Cheyenne said, I got all the CTC payments except for this month. It says checking eligibility now. Is it because I amended my taxes and added my daughter? So will I get the CTC if for my daughter this month payment or tax time, and for my other 2 this month that I've been getting the CTC for? It may be because you amended and it's picked up, Cheyenne. So you probably won't get anything else until you file your tax return. And yeah, it'll give it to you for your daughter, but because it is processing your amended return, you'll probably have to wait until you file in order to get the full credit for the daughter you didn't, and to get the other half of the credits that you're missing for the other 2 kids. And you'll still need your 6419, honey. You're still gonna need that form. Okay, y'all. I am trying to get to all the questions. What if I have 5 kids but I want to carry 2? Can I file the other 3 next year and get the CTC? Miss Pineapple, yes, you can. But let me warn you, if you gave someone permission to claim your kids and you know that person got those payments and you got those payments from that person, don't do anybody like that, honey. I'm just asking, please do right. If you know that they were giving you the payments as they were receiving them because they were like, hey, those are your kids, here's the money, then don't undercut anyone like that, because everything that they gave you is going to come out of their refund. And if you take the kids that you're letting them get the credits for, they're going to owe all of that money back. They will give you all the rest of the money for the kids that you haven't received it for. So the 3 that you were missing, yes, it'll give you the 4, 3, 3, and 3, depending on the ages. But the person who was receiving that first half, they will have to pay all that money back. So if you know that you was letting them give you the payments off of the CTC, then don't try to claim all those kids like that. Don't do anybody like that. Okay? Okay, so we should have made over $16,000 to qualify for the daycare credit, right? Yes, Jessica. because you can't say you paid $16,000 and that's all you made was $16,000. That's correct, Jessica. You are exactly correct. Yes, ma'am. So if you got a W-2 and your W-2 is for like 20, 30,000, then yes, it's feasible that you could have paid, if you got 2 or 3 kids, 16,000 in daycare. But if you have 2 or 3 kids and you're saying, hey, I ain't make but 14 or 15,000 on a Schedule C, there's no way you're going to say you've been paying somebody 16,000 to watch your kids. So yes, you have to make it make sense. It has to make sense. That's why I'm saying do not try to do all these credits together. Because when you do, and your shit go from, you see one bar to that one line saying we received it and it is being processed, that one line, your heart gonna drop. And your heart gonna drop because you're gonna be like, damn, Miss Nene said this shit. She said this will happen. She said that they'll hold my shit and adjust it themselves. She said it delay my refund. She said, I don't want y'all to start saying what I said, okay? I'm asking y'all to do it now to avoid. Y'all all know when you file, y'all already be anxious from the time you see it's accepted. Because accepted don't mean approved. Accepted just means they got it. And it still takes 7 to 21 days from the time it's accepted to go to approved. Why would you want to prolong it? Because y'all start watching Where's My Refund like hawks. Every hour, every day, midnight, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Check it, check it, check it, check it, check it, check it. Why? That's what I'm saying. So that y'all look, I'm trying to give y'all the best advice I can. Okay, I really am. But I hope y'all are heeding these warnings. Please heed them. Is EIC 6,000 per child? Hell no, Martha. That's 6,000 collectively for 3 or more kids. Well, dependents, because dependents can be 24 and younger. But if they're 18 to 24, they have to be a college student in school or disabled permanently. And no, that 6,000 is all together. They don't break that down per child. The only credit that is per child is the child tax credit. Even the dependent care, the babysitting credit, even that is based on a group. One child, it'll only give you 4,000. I don't care if you say you paid 20,000 for that one child. It's still only going to give you $4,000. If you have 3 kids or more kids and you say you paid 30,000, it's still going to give you only 8,000. Only 8,000. So no, ma'am, Martha, it's not per child. It is collectively 6,000, 6728 collectively for all your dependents. Okay. How will you receive the form if you move? CTC form. If you have moved. Okay. So Quenisha, you will need to go on the CTC portal and update your address, and you need to do that ASAP. Because they are going to be mailing out the 6419s. The forms are called 6419s, and you're going to need them when you file your tax return. Okay? Okay, so Jamie says, how does a child care work if you pay someone to keep your child? First of all, Jamie, you have to have been working yourself. You have to have earned income yourself. That means you're either filing a W-2 or a Schedule C. Now, if you have neither one of those, you can be a student in school. It's not going to give you the full 50%, but it will give you some kind of credit. You have to be disabled if you're not a student or have earned income. Now, when you're a student or disabled, it does not give you the full 50%. I want y'all to know this. It is not going to give it to you. It's not going to happen. I'm being honest with you. I don't put this scenario in every which way, and it's not going to give it to you. You have to have earned income. Okay? And if you paid a person, Jamie, whoever you're filing with, or if you're doing your own, go and get a W-10 signed by that person and keep it. Because if the IRS contact you because that person has not filed a tax return saying that you paid them that, you can use that W-10 as proof that, hey, they signed this W-10 and said this is them certifying that I did pay them. That is your due diligence. That is what you would need to prove it. And I'm trying to tell y'all, number one audit is going to be the 2441. So just know, if you're trying to use it, you better be ready to cover your ass. And whoever you're using better be ready to cover their ass as well. Okay? So let me go back up. EIC for one child, I believe max is like 3,000 and something for one. I believe max. So you said, so do we get CTC next year, Ashley? Next year as in 2021, or next year as in 2021 tax season or 2022 tax season? Because next year is the 2021 tax season, which is January 2022. If they extend these payments from January to December, then when you go to file in January 2023, no, you will not get CTC if they send those payments to you throughout the year. No, ma'am. It will reduce your refund. Well, thank you, sis. I ain't trying to be funny, but I'm trying to be honest. But hey, I'm just saying, people don't want to hear me until they have to hear me, and it hurt their hearts when they have to double back around and be like, well, Miss Nene, yeah, you did. So what I need to do now because I didn't listen. I'm just saying. I don't want anybody to have any regrets about them filing this year. I want y'all all to be sure about what you're going to be doing, getting your paperwork together, getting your tax documents together, reporting everything. Report everything. Do not try to leave off something because you think it's going to reduce your refunds. Report everything. Okay? And that way you will ensure that you will get your refund in 7 to 21 days and you won't have any delays. Now, you will have a delay if you try to use a 2019 income. You know it's not your income because you got audited and know you didn't get paid that year. It'll be delayed if you try to use the look back credit and you're saying you don't pay somebody $8,000 or $16,000 for the year, but you don't use your look back credit and you ain't got no income listed. Like that. That is stuff that will cause delays. Do not cause any delays. Same stands true for stimulus. Don't get the requesting stimulus for kids that now you're going to be claiming them this year, and you're like, fuck it, I'm going to get the child tax credit and the stimulus payment because they ain't giving my stimulus and they got the stimulus and I need the stimulus for my own. No, they're going to adjust your refund. They're going to delay it, hold it, adjust it, and then give you what you should have been getting from the jump. And you don't want to just put yourself in that situation for what? For what? Why? Okay, with the crypto holdings, how do you report gains, or what form would I need to track gains over 10,000? I believe it is the form 6349, but Amber, I will post it because one of my affiliates did share the form that is needed. I don't know a lot of people who are actually buying and selling crypto. I just know individuals who are buying. And if only thing you did was bought and you're still holding on to those coins, meaning you have not traded it, you have not sold it, you're just holding it, then you don't have to report anything. But the minute that you trade it for another coin or cash out on a coin, then you will have to, you make it a taxable transaction and you will have to report it. It is a section for cryptocurrency. So Amber, if you give me after this live, if I don't find it tonight, I will post that form tomorrow that is needed for everybody who is selling and trading in crypto, because it is required. Now, if you're an individual who just bought, no matter how much it is, if you just bought it and you are just holding it, then you don't have to report that crypto because you haven't did anything with it. You just bought it. But the minute you start trying to trade it for another coin or cash out on it or whatever, if you did anything with it other than hold it, then yes, it's a taxable transaction and you have to report it. And the thing is, that form that you have to report it individually. Each transaction have to be reported individually. Okay? Okay, so Shaka say, from her understanding, the IRS not accepting returns until February 12th. Shaka, I'm pretty sure that is what? PATHAC. Remember, PATHAC is here to stay. I told y'all that's the law now. So anybody who has the EIC or CTC, y'all know those payments aren't going to be issued until mid-February like they do every year since they came up with the PATHAC. So that's what that means. That ain't meaning they ain't accepting returns. That just means that they will not process them and issue the refunds for them until after that certain date. Okay? So yes, you can still file and it'll still be accepted. It just won't be processed and your refund won't be released until after the PATH Act is lifted. Okay? All right, guys. So we're at an hour. Okay, so Tyson, hold on. Tyson, let me come right back to that because I want to answer this. Oh, I missed the question. Hold on, because it's a question I want to address because I know parents who ask this. Deborah, yeah, you'll still need, I don't care if you got $1. If you got a 1099-G, report it. Report it so you ain't experiencing no delays in nothing. Even if it's not taxable income, it's still income that you receive. It's unearned income, but it's income you receive. You need to report it. Okay, so Rashonda says, my son's 16 and just started working. Do I need to file his tax with mine? No, ma'am. You do not include his W-2 with yours. If he's your dependent, there is a way for you to file, but let him do his own. But no, ma'am, do not by any means add his W-2 with your W-2. You don't have to do that. It is a way for you to do it to where it's still in his name. And you just mark that he's a dependent. Okay? Okay, so Tyson was saying about the W-10 form. Tyson, if you are paying a person or a person is saying, hey, I get paid cash to babysit someone's kids, I don't care if it's family member or what. Now remember, guys, the best thing is not to be saying you're paying somebody who live in your household. Yeah, they got rules and well, Minnie said I can use. Listen, I'm trying to tell you what God loves. Try to use someone who is not in your household, that does not share your address, that you're saying you're paying this money to watch your kids. Okay? And you will need to have them fill out a W-10. Because in the event that that person who you're saying on your taxes that I paid this money to for a service, and they don't report that you paid them that for a service, that W-10 will help you safeguard your ass for any kind of audit or reduction or adjustment by the IRS, because they say, hey, we paid you for a credit you weren't qualified for because the person that you said you paid never reported this income. You can say, hey, I got the W-10. They signed it. And that will be what you would serve as your proof that you paid this person money. Okay? Tiara, would you have to carry the child on your taxes to receive the child care, or the other parent can carry? Yeah, the child will have to be on there in order for you to get the credit. Now, if you're talking about would the child have to be on there for you to get, because you already been getting half of the payments and you know that you are not claiming that child next year, the other parent is, the other parent would get the full amount and you have to pay back whatever was received from July to December. But it does have, once you do that overpayment, if you originally had a child on there, it will ask you how many qualifying kids were you paid for, if it's 1 or 2. So let's say that you say you have 1, and it asks you how many qualifying children were you being paid for, and you put in 1, and let's say that they don't send you $1,800, then that, because it goes up to $2,000, so that $1,800 will be covered that they sent you, but it'll show that additional $200. Okay, that is how the forgiveness works. It'll ask you how many qualifying kids did you have when you were receiving these payments, and you put in 1 or 2, however many kids you were getting the payments for, and it automatically calculates $2,000 per child, and that is how that works. And remember, the dependents have to be your kids. They have to be your kids, or someone that you are really taking care of 6 months out of the year or more. Okay. So no, you're not using your 2019 return. You're using your 2019 income, and you get that off of the return, but you are not using your 2019 W-2s and all that. No, guys, don't try to dig up your old tax forms. That's not what I'm saying. The look back credit goes off of your AGI, off of your 2019 tax return. So You're not using your actual W-2s and stuff. It is one box on the earned income credit section that asks, do you want to use your income from 2019 instead of 2021? You hit yes, and you will enter the amount that you have for 2019. It is not saying who you work for, enter your W-2 information, put that in your Schedule C, your business from 2019. No. You are using the amount that is reported on the 2019 that you received your refund from. Okay? All right, guys. So I'm going to get ready to go ahead and end this live. I tried to answer as many questions as I can. What form do you need to have for the sitter? It's the W-10, Tyson. The W-10 is the one you need. Okay? Okay, guys. Hold on 1 minute. Okay, I'm trying. Y'all, I got so many questions that's coming. Okay, Zoogly. So what about if I pay my mom for care and she only made like $3,000 in her job before quitting? Would I be eligible to claim that child care credit? What about if I pay my mom for care and she only made like $3,000? Zoogly, your mama's still gonna have to do a W-10, baby. She's still gonna have to do a W-10 and saying you paid her however much you were trying to report, because her information goes on your tax return. And I'm talking about her name, social, and address, and the amount that you said you paid her. So that's why I'm saying, if y'all are dealing with individuals who are receiving fixed income, think about it before you start trying to say that you paid it to them, because guess what? The IRS is going to let Social Security know, hey, this individual was paid for a job. Did they let you know that they were working? Did they tell you they were getting paid? I'm trying to be honest. Okay. Okay, so do we send the CTC form in before we file online? No. Well, if you're trying to change your address, Sarah, because the CTC form is going to automatically be mailed out to everybody who got payments anyway. And you would need it to file. So you cannot file before you get it unless you know how much you already received. And you're going to just say, yeah, I got the whole thing. And then we can check the 6419 and put the half that you know is on there and file that way. But you cannot say, I have not received the payments and you know you have. Or you can't say, I only received 2 payments knowing you got all 6. You can't do that either. All that will cause delays. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm going to get ready to end this live. I am going live later this week again. So don't worry. I'm going to be trying to get all y'all questions together. I'm going to try to get everything together about the cryptocurrency. I will talk to you guys later this week. Hopefully, some of the questions that I'm seeing now have already been answered. So I'm going to end the live so individuals can go back and look and hopefully find the answers to their questions. Gratitude to you all for joining me, giving me this time, because I did not announce it, but I am glad I had a good amount of individuals to show up to at least get the information. Y'all remember, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Y'all can share this video for individuals who need this information. If you know someone needs to know anything that I mentioned tonight, share it with them. Tag them in it. I don't care, but let's get the word out that, hey, the extended CTC payments have not passed. That is one. So that post that is going viral, it is not true, because it is not happening yet. They have to pass it in the Senate. That is one. And then 2, the 2441 is contingent on certain income requirements and filing statuses. And the W-10s need to be filled out by anybody. Y'all share it. Okay? Do not use all 3 credits. Y'all reiterate to your people. Don't try to do all 3. Don't try to get your advance, child tax credit payments, the look back credit, and the CTC. I mean the CCC. Just find what fits your situation. Do not be greedy. Now is not the time. Okay? Love you all from a genuine place. Hopefully y'all can join me later in this week and we continue this discussion on crypto and the tax changes for the 2021 year. I'll be doing more lives during the week as we get started, because y'all know my first day of filing is January 3rd. Also, let me throw this out real quick. If you schedule an appointment through the business page, please, please, please inbox me your phone number and name so I can pass it to my assistant so she can put you into the scheduling app and confirm your appointment. If you did it through the appointment app and you have not heard from my assistant yet, my assistant is Alicia Green. She will be contacting you guys. She started calling at 10 and she calls from 10 to 7 at night, Central Standard Time. So if y'all have not heard from her and you know you did submit a request for an appointment, she will be getting around to you guys tomorrow. For my individuals who booked through the page, please send me your name and number so I can send it to my assistant, and she will be calling you guys just to confirm. She's not doing your estimate. I'm still doing your estimate, but I just need help on getting everybody in and scheduled in the proper time slots. So when y'all see Alicia calling, please respond to her if you can keep that appointment that we have available. If you want to cancel, if you want to change, or if you're good with the one we have available, let her know so she can get you into the schedule so I can do your estimates. And I have started estimates, but I need you to be confirmed because she sent them to me. Okay? Okay. So, yeah, I wanted to throw that out there. So, yeah, I'm going to say it one more time as the churches say. If all hearts are satisfied, I'm going to go ahead and end this live for tonight. I love you all from a genuine place. Y'all, please stay safe, stay blessed, and I will see y'all later in the week. And we'll